I'll meet the string section for the first time today, but we'll have 2 violins, a viola, and a cello. An all-female string section, too. So, if they know the martial arts, then there's an action movie somewhere in there. But yeah, it's somebody that Paul mucks about rounded up. So, and I have all the faith in the world in that guy. He's a musical machine.
Well, the idea was to kind of find a way to have the piano be the driving force of the tune, but still leave enough space to have Robby's vocal be highlighted, whether by itself or in what the string parts were to come later. And so a lot of what I played on the piano had the melody and some of the string parts in mind to kind of create kind of a unified piece.
So a little bit of a schizophrenic experience for you? Yeah,
it's always interesting to record something knowing what's going to come later and try and imagine it even though you're not hearing it, kind of thing. But that's actually part of the fun of the process for me in general, is to kind of, you know, imagine the grand scheme and then try and figure out a way to piece it together.
It's definitely one of the most unique songs I've ever written, and having people like Paul kind of layer such a beautiful string section on top of it, it's really going to be something special. It's unlike anything I've ever done before.
I started the song based on a tune that was in my head, and I did a demo with just like, what did I give you? La la la, do di dos, just a lot of no lyrics, and then I hand wrote a letter in character as Devin to the character of Caitlin, and I let that be the guideline, and then Paulie gave some notes about it, and then we just handed it to this brain, and then he started manifesting all that.
So the song, the music that Buddy laid out was this kind of melancholy, haunting piece, and it was beautifully haunting, and it was completely unlike anything I've ever heard from him, and definitely unlike anything I've ever done. So that was a great springboard. And then Buddy sort of described what the story was about, and then Paul had mentioned to me, like, you know, if you break it down, it's about wanting someone so badly that you can never have. And that completely changed everything for me, just because all of a sudden it made it a little easier. You know, I didn't want to be part of a score. Buddy scored this movie, you know, so all of a sudden, lyrically, I actually took the movie out of the equation. I thought, all right, I'm writing about this moment, about wanting something you cannot have. So then it's funny, all the pieces just kind of went bam, 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 bam. Between what you did, what Paul kind of suggested, and then what I was doing, it was just these building blocks.
Oh, definitely. And then he gives me a voicemail with the CD of the demo that I gave him. So now I get a voicemail with him singing along with that. I take that and record that into my unit, my recording deck, and I start scoring on top of him.
So you had you put the phone...
I put the phone to the mic, and I taped it as track 1. Track 2 was me piano accompanying what you had done. Cool. And then I started building it from there. And I had altered a few things, but you rolled with those changes so that by the time you came over and demoed, you were primed. We had full lyrics, we were ready to throw.
So years ago we had to be in the same room, and now today with technology, we're doing everything, you know, in separate places.
I've probably known Robby now for 14, 15 years. Working with him off and on, and had a really good working relationship with Robby. He started working here when he was with Timepiece and Stormy Weather, and I've really seen him grow as an artist throughout the years, and to become one of the, just a top-notch singer, songwriter, performer. He's just grown by leaps and bounds over the years that I've known him.
no way to get to the one that makes me free. I can look but never touch, 'cause in this painful dance.
Session just finished. I feel great. This was an experience. I've been on tracks with strings before, but I've never written a song that had strings arranged for it and actually had live strings put upon it while I was in the room. I actually stayed in the room to just breathe it in, and it was such a warm, beautiful sound, very rich. So definitely like that a lot. And yeah, it's just I can't wait to get to the end of this road now. It's one of the most unique songs I've ever written and ever been a part of.